Hi, it's Jessica Rector. I work with organizations to create a happy, healthy, thriving workforce and culture while preventing and breaking through burnout. One of the things I hear most often from HR professionals is that fear around people leaving their organization as we're coming out of the pandemic. And it's a real fear. Monster.com recently reported that 95% of workers are thinking about leaving their job. And the number one reason cited? Burnout. Burnout's the number one epidemic hitting the workforce. So if you think it's not impacting your people or your organization, or if you're not addressing it, I encourage you to think again. Burnout doesn't discriminate. It impacts every job, every industry, and every position. So it is impacting your people and your organization right now. But oftentimes when I talk with leaders and C-suite executives, they say, but Jessica, what's the real cost of burnout? It's hard to put numbers to it. So my company has created a formula to help break down that real cost of burnout to you. Now keep in mind, burnout doesn't stay self-contained. It impacts every area of your life and work. So it decreases your performance, your productivity, your morale, your engagement, your motivation, while also increasing healthcare costs. So this formula is the cost that is impacting your organization just due to turnover. Doesn't take into account any of those other things. So let's share with you and break down this formula of what burnout is really costing you in relation to turnover for your organization. I'm going to give you a little bit of statistics just to kind of create that foundation and groundwork. So the average cost of turnover, turnover, is a third of an employee's salary. And then the second is half of turnover is due to burnout. And the third one is the average turnover rate is 36.4%. Okay, are you following me so far? Just kind of laying out some groundwork and foundation for you. Average cost of turnover is a third of an employee's salary. Half a turnover comes from burnout. And the average turnover rate is 36.4%. So let's say you have 1,000 people in your organization. And based on, we want to keep this as simple as possible. So let's say 60,000 is the average salary in your organization. So based on 1,000 people in your organization, that means 360 people leave every year. Okay, this is based on average turnover rate of 36.4%. Again, we're keeping it simple, so instead of 36.4%, we're just keeping it at 36%. Okay, and then half of that leave because of burnout. So again, 360 people leave your organization every year, and 180 people are leaving because of burnout. Now, based on $60,000 is your average salary, so that means the average cost of turnover is a third of 60,000, which is 20,000. So this is 20,000 per person. 20,000 per person, 180 people are leaving. So that means you lose $3.6 million a year due to burnout. Every year. This isn't just one time. This is every year you're losing $3.6 million a year if you have 1,000 people in your organization. If you have 100 people in your organization, you lose $360,000 every year. Now, if that's not a wake-up call for you, it should be. $3.6 million a year, every single year your organization loses because of burnout. But it doesn't have to be that way. You should be implementing strategies, tactics, tools, resources to help your people prevent and break through burnout. And the number one thing you can do as a leader, as an executive, as an organization is to invest in and implement a burnout program. Burnout starts about 12 to 18 months in a job. So you should have a burnout program or initiative as part of your onboard process, the hiring and training process. You should also have something else in place for employees who've been there, who are right now in the middle of experiencing burnout. Or how can you help them prevent burnout if they've been in your organization a while? So if you want to know how to increase engagement, enhance productivity, and gain that competitive advantage so people stay with your organization, because what's happening is people are leaving their current companies, going to organizations that offer something to help. And I'm not talking about a workplace wellness initiative, because 97% of wellness initiatives do not address burnout. They're more based on the physical aspect, meaning if you go and get a yearly physical, will reduce your healthcare costs. But they don't help prevent and break through burnout. Now is the perfect time to put something in place to make sure you retain your top talent and they don't go to other organizations or industries that have something in place. In that Monster.com recent study, they said 92% of those people thinking of leaving would be willing to go to another industry and start completely over because they are not getting their burnout needs met. So if you want to create a happy, healthy, thriving workforce and culture and increase your retention and make sure you are keeping your top talent, make sure you book a call with me below. And we'll see how my program for helping prevent and breaking through burnout can help your organization. I look forward to connecting with you. Reach out anytime and let me know how I can help. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.